Hello, Randy. What's going on? I received your video. Thank you for the quality video uh, that you sent. It was very helpful uh, for me to assess your swing. Um, so, the first thing I'm going to say is that swing is very good. And first things first, like I said, that swing is very good. And what I love about your swing is that it's compact. Uh, your swing being compact, there's not a whole lot of thinking and there's not a whole lot that can go wrong. So that I do like very much. This might be due to your medical conditions. So now let's talk about the areas of interest. I know I'm talking a lot, but there's really not a whole lot. So the first thing I see in your swing is that your shoulders during your turns, especially during the backswing, they're a little bit flat. Also, they're a little bit flat when you fire through. So that's one thing I see. Also, because they're flat, then your trail elbow bends right away. That's where you see it very noticeable that your your trail elbow bends right away. So now when you're ready to fire through the ball, you're actually using more of your arms instead of your body to get the club to whip through to gain effortless power. The other thing I see is that once you fire through the ball, you have a little bit of a chicken wing once you fire through the ball. So those are the only things I see. So to be able to address a couple of these things, what we want to see is your chest and your elbow pointing down to the ground instead of a little bit flat this way. We want to see it this way. That way your chest moves away from the target sooner. That should be down, and the club is gonna feel like it's way over there. So once your chest is down and your elbow is down, it's gonna feel like the club is going up and your trail elbow is also going to extend. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for extension so that when you get into your sequence, which is very good, the club is what fires through, whipping through with effortless power. So that's what we want to see. All right, Randy, I know I talked a lot, but now we're going to go over your pre-swing change. And it's only going to be one thing. And this is what I want to see. When you set up to the ball, I would like to see your feet a little bit more spread, the inner parts of your feet at shoulders width and flared. So it should look like this. That's it. That's the only thing I want to see in your pre-swing change. You have good spinal tilt. Your setup is very good. So I just want to see the inner parts of your feet at shoulders width. All right, Randy, now we want to go over your in-swing change. And we want to see is your chest down and your lead elbow pointing down so that your chest is away from the target sooner, so that when you start your sequence, you fire through the impact zone with your big muscles, and the club should be whipping through. So that should look something like this. So that's what I was trying to depict there. I was trying to keep my chest down and my lead shoulder pointing down, so that I'm creating extension of my lead arm, and my trail elbow should be out that way. So the club is going to feel like it's far out towards your trails. All right, once you do that, you're going to feel a lot of tension in your lead arm. Why? Because the club and your trail elbow is separated out that way. But what happens now when you start your sequence, because you have that tension and that pressure, when you're ready to fire through, right, you're going to push off the ground with your legs, and your shoulders are actually going to go this way, up this way, right? And then that club is going to whip through. And then all the energy is going to be in the club versus you trying to use your strength to hit the ball. So the club is going to be whipping through so that you can have effortless power. I remember speaking in class where you were giving up on distance because when you would try to step on the ball a little bit, your shots would be errant, and that might be what's causing you to pull hook. But if you transfer all the energy just to the club and the club is whipping through, I believe you could squeeze a little bit more out of your swing. Now let's go over a drill that should help you bring that shoulder back and that elbow pointing down. Keep in mind, these are exaggerations. So I'm gonna show you what the drill is. So you're gonna grab your driver. You're gonna put it across your chest like this, and make sure the butt of the club is pointing out that way, like that. And the face of the driver should be parallel with your spine. Once you have it here, what you want to do is you're going to go into your setup, and this butt should be pointing down, and that'll keep your chest pointing back. And the face of the driver is going to be parallel with your spine. And you're also going to create tension around your trail leg. Now, when you're ready to fire through, you should lead, right? You should push off the ground, separation, and then you should lead with your big muscles. Now, I know I'm disappearing out of the camera, but I have to stay close to the camera so that you can hear me. But I'm gonna back up so that you can see what that looks like. And the idea is to keep your trail shoulder down, right? And I'm sorry, your lead shoulder down and your trail shoulder up, right? But when you fire through, you want to create space, and you want to keep the face of the club head through the impact zone the whole way. So I'm gonna back up so that you can see what I mean. This drill is called the merry-go-round. We're trying to create width in your swing. All right, now, to help me with all this, I brought somebody along that should be very helpful. So we're gonna recap. Pre-swing change. Inner parts of your feet, shoulders width. In swing change, we want the chest going that way and elbow down. And extension, we want trail elbow out, and we want tension in your lead arm so that the club could whip through. Those are the only two things we want to do. What we want to mitigate flat shoulders so that the club can fire through versus you using your whole body. So I hope this helps you out. And of course, repetition is key. But if we could do that, that should be able to help you squeeze some more out of your swing without erring shots. So that's all I have. And remember, practice is the key to having a great golf swing.